What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to Dungeon Defenders 2. Dungeon Defenders 2 is a game that many people love and that many people hate. However, one thing that I think most players will agree on is the game and the art style is just really nice. So today I wanted to take a look at a couple of my favorite maps as far as just how they look and the artwork of the maps that we tend to not appreciate all that much as we're playing the game. To start things off, I wanted to take a look at the forest biome. The forest biome I just think was done really well. This map came as part of the Terraria crossover very early in the alpha stages of Dungeon Defenders 2. And it is just real nice. It was done very well with lots of different details that really did not need to be on the map, and it just adds a very nice little touch to the attention to details available. First things first, thematically, we've got the portal as we're coming into the world of Terraria. You see the backdrop all the way around. It's just quite impressive, and there's a lot of explorable terrain over there. There's lots of areas you can't go, but lots of areas that you can go on this map, and no matter where you look, it's absolutely full of detail. One of the things I always look at is, is it the exact same texture or blocks or whatever used throughout as the world was being built? If you see too much of the exact same thing, it doesn't get broken up enough, and there's just not as much attention to detail, so to speak, on that particular map. I think from the waterfalls, the water physics that are available in here in the pond, I think they just did this one really well all the way throughout. In fact, I think this may be the best looking water in the entire game. I'm pretty sure. It just looks real nice. There is no doubt about it. Now, the backdrop on this one, and then all the explorable space just takes it really over the top. We've got the different biomes all being represented right here from Terraria, and it just makes for a super fun experience on what was probably the most brilliant marketing move the trendy team with Dungeon Defenders 2 ever made. Now, you just can't have a conversation like this without bringing in the old Dragonfrost Keep. This one, of course, launched during the height of the Game of Thrones madness, and although it is a smaller map and it does have a lot of the same type textures with the whole snowy theme, the detail throughout is just amazingly good. The huge backdrop, you've got the tree in the middle, obviously the huge feature with the dragon right here, and it is just really a thing of glory. Some of my favorite things on this particular map, of course, the tree and the dragon, those are the obvious, but just the whole feel of the entire map. As a big Game of Thrones fan myself, I was very excited when the developers discussed that they were going to be bringing a Game of Thrones themed map into Dungeon Defenders 2, and this is the one we got, and I tell you, I just can't complain too much about it. Next up, we've got the Wild West. Now, I try not to bias myself, as this is one of my favorite farm maps in the game. However, this map was just done really well. Now, this map released during the chromatic era of Dungeon Defenders 2. However, the map was actually created from back during the trendy times. So this one is a remake, of course, of the throne room from the original Dungeon Defenders. However, it was rethemed in such a way that it without a doubt has its own unique identity. Taking a look through, you've got explorable buildings that you can go through. They really just nailed the entire Wild West theme. We got the station over here. Of course, we've got to have the saloon, right? Over here, what did we have? Oh, we got a bank, too, somewhere. I'm not sure. I must have missed the bank. Oh, there's the bank. Yeah, I knew we had a bank as well. This map, I just feel like they did really good. Now, this is another map. It's a smaller map. It was put together by the Diaz brothers originally, which were the original world builders for Dungeon Defenders 2. And one thing to be said about those two is they did just absolutely amazing work, and no difference here. This one, once again, it does share a lot of the same textures where little details really have to be added in to break it up just a touch. Things like the rope on the ground. We've got the little, what are those things? Are those little ramsters? We got the little ramsters over here. The cactus, a little bit more rope. So, I mean, a lot of the stuff is reused throughout the map. That's kind of to be expected, really, in any game. Candles as lampposts. I mean, it really, really just does great at capturing that Wild West theme. And as far as capturing a theme goes, you just really can't go wrong with Plunderers Paradise. This is another one. It's a little bit larger of a map with details throughout. This one, of course, has the little secret on it, but additionally, it just has lots of cool stuff all the way around. So once again, lots of explorable space from on top of all the buildings. Pretty much most of what you can see here on the nearby structure anyway is all explorable in some form or another, but we also have a really good backdrop. So, you know, we've got that island, we've got this tower over here. We've definitely got some cool looking stuff in the background. Now, this map as well is a remake from the original Dungeon Defenders game. This, of course, is Endless Spires. Lots of people did not grasp this is Endless Spires. And then they looked over at the mini-map and was like, oh, this is Endless Spires. As it is quite apparent when you look at the mini-map, not so much apparent as you're running around on the map, as they did just re-theme the map so incredibly well. And then I'm sure you all could tell from the music throughout this entire video that I was going to throw this one in there. The Coral Reef Town, the newest map we have added into the game. This map is over the top with the attention to detail and all the little extra things added into the game. One of the most impressive things about this is, remember, this was done by the current team. So this was done by a much smaller team that put out some of those other more beautiful maps that also has a much smaller budget. So this map is just done good. I mean, this was created from the ground up by the current team, and they no doubt put just an enormous amount of sweat and tears into the creation of this one. There's just really, really nice detail throughout this map, and this little area here just really stood out for me when I look back there, as it could have just been really a blank space with nothing on it, you know, without a doubt. Now, this one, of course, once again, it's a lot of the exact same textures and the exact same effects used throughout, but it's just done in a way where it's got a lot of really nice touches. Now, to top it all off, of course, we've got that amazing backdrop. We got some underwater ruins over here. We got just really, it's an incredible backdrop. We got the fishes swimming up above and all the good stuff. Now, this one, of course, a lot of us really wanted Aquanos in this update, and we didn't get it, but we did get a nice underwater themed map that lets us listen to that Aquanos music, which was quite wonderful without a doubt. Now, let me know in the comments below, what map do you think is the prettiest map in the game? Now, I will go through when the winners are drawn after you all are done voting on the DD2 Fashion Week this Friday night at midnight. When I go through and collect those up, I am also going to pick a winner from the comments right here below. And all you have to do to enter to win is just let me know what map you think, or group of maps for that matter, is the prettiest maps in Dungeon Defenders 2. So thanks a ton for watching. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful week, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.